So I had shared this morning just a pretty long story, and I'm going to make it a shorter story. Maybe I'll tell it throughout the class. But it just talks really about what it is that in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is asking Arjuna to keep his mind steady on him. And for some of us, that might be a little difficult to understand what that means, keep my mind steady on another person. But when we look at Krishna as peace, as equanimity, as holding that space of complete devotion for our own peace, then we can see that in any moment we must have faith, because to hold our peace and to keep ourselves devoted to that peace, we must have faith that there's something greater that's going to come from that, because it takes a lot of effort to keep our peace, doesn't it? And so as the story goes, and actually I think we'll get started and then I'll tell the story as we were practicing. So go ahead and rub your hands together. Ultimately, that is what the gift is can we stay in this place of equanimity? And go ahead and steady your palms at your heart. This Monday, the 21st, when the planet Saturn and Jupiter come close to each other, and it's a big energetic shift. The idea is that Saturn is about contraction and Jupiter is about expansion. And so, how can we hold both of those energies in equanimity, in balance? And that's what's happening on the 21st. It's coming into balance. So, we ourselves can come into that great state of balance. And when we find that state of balance, then we elevate ourselves. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep breath in. Holding the breath, drawing the navel in, squeezing the spine. And then releasing the breath, release the hands, thumb and first finger come to touch. So this is your Jupiter finger. And then Adgare Name. Adgare Name. Sugadgare Name. Sadgare Name. Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgare Name. Sugadgare Name. Sadgare Name. Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgare Name. Sugadgare Name. Sadgare Name. Siri Gurudeve Name. Siri Gurudeve Name. Siri Gurudeve Name. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, turn your palms face down and begin to cat and cow. Move your spine forward and back. So your Jupiter finger is your pointer finger. Your Saturn finger is your middle finger. So thinking of maybe as you're doing your cat-cow, bring your thumb and your pointer and your middle finger onto your lap so they're touching, and then moving your spine forward and back. So looking toward this balanced place. Balanced place is equanimity. And there's always going to be that place where there's more of one and less of the other, more dark, less light, more light, less dark. We keep returning over and over to that place of peace. And one of the things, and when I start to tell this story, one of the things about this story is that part of what I think takes away our peace is we think we're not enough, or whatever we offer in devotion is not enough, especially if we have others who offer something else, right? And, oh, I don't have that, so I don't have enough to offer, or I don't have enough faith, or I don't have enough whatever it is, right? Because we're comparing and judging. But part of the gift here is to stay in the heart of devotion as you, stay in the heart of faith as you. So even if it's a little faith, even if it's a little devotion, that may be just enough. Good, keep going, move the spine, move the spine. Wonderful. Keep going, just one more minute here. And again, as always, turn on music if you'd like. When in a moment, when I stop you from this activity, you can always turn on music. Inhale forward, exhale back. It looks fantastic, everybody. Good. Inhale forward, hold. Exhale, release. Come onto your hands and knees and just do a little cat-cow there. Your eyes can be open or closed. Feel free to turn on some music. The story that I told this morning in class. Such a fabulous story about this young boy who becomes a hunter because that's what drew him. He was a stocky kid, they said, big kid. And when he was young, he found this very hidden temple. And in this hidden temple was a Shiva lingam, which is, a representation of Lord Shiva. And something inside of him remembered, right, that this was something that was very powerful. He was a child, so it wasn't something he learned in this lifetime, something in him. Interestingly enough, Gurudev said a samskara. So sometimes we think of samskaras as always something bad, but a samskara, a memory of the past came up. Press back into child's pose. And the memory was him in devotion of this representation of Lord Shiva, resting in child's pose. And so when he looked at this statue, this hidden, he got really so overwhelmed with devotion. He remembered that it was devotion that brought on this idea of when he wanted to give to the statue. It's very traditional to do this in India, right? Is to be offering a statue, flowers, bathing, food, dressing. And it's that outward offering that reminds you of the inward offering. So it's an incredibly devotional practice. Go ahead and come on up. If you can stay on your heels here, stay on your heels, sitting on your heels, if you can do that. If you can't, come to cross-legged, and then just cross your right hand on your heart and your left hand on top. And you're just going to bow down toward the floor, bring your forehead toward the floor. You say ah as you reach up, men as you come down, ah as you reach up, men as you bow, ah, men, ah, men. Your forehead might not touch the floor, but that is the idea, is you are bowing. And so when he looked at this statue, he said, oh my goodness, You must be so hungry, Lord Shiva. Let me go get you something to eat. You must need a bath. Let me bathe you. Ah, amen. Ah. Feel that sense of every time you say, ah, your jaw drops. There's a release. There's a letting go. What does it mean on the 21st when Jupiter and Saturn come so close that it looks like the Star of Bethlehem? What does that mean to us? It's something pretty in the sky? I don't think so. It might happen like that. Maybe some people will be like, oh, that's something outside of me. But how does this serve us? What is it about us that we want to know? Well, where is that place of expansion and contraction within you? Where is that place that you bring seemingly opposites together? Where is that place of great devotion and faith? Let yourself get intoxicated here, intoxicated in your own devotion and in the patterns that you're ready to let go of. This is the other part of this beautiful revolution, is that we're letting go of old patterns. Still bowing. Just another minute here. Amen. Amen. Good. Next time you come on up, stay there. Take a deep breath in. And then release your exhale. Release your hands down and come to, bless you, a cross-legged position. And just feel for a moment. So this young boy, the only thing he knew to do for Lord Shiva was to go hunt and bring him back something to eat. So he brought back to this statue, this piece of meat, and laid it in front of this statue, this lingam. And then he didn't know how to hold water, so the only thing he could think of is put water in his mouth and then come and spray it on the statue to clean and bathe it. This is the only way he could think. He didn't have something to carry. So I want you to bring your thumb and your first finger to touch. So this is your Jupiter finger, and I want you to begin breath of fire here. Keep going. This is the idea of prosperity. So it's so interesting how Saturn and Jupiter, as they come so close to each other, it's such a balanced state of being where it's contraction and expansion. So in this Jupiter finger, this idea of expanding beyond your wildest dreams, dreaming bigger than you've ever dreamed before, opening up so many doorways, so many gateways. So the unknown becomes a place of creativity. So the little boy, he says, I'll be back tomorrow. He says, I will be here every day to do this. Exhale fully, inhale deeply, move your thumb to your middle finger, your Saturn finger, exhale, and then begin a breath of fire here. But this boy didn't know that there was a Brahmin priest who was keeping eye over this very hidden temple and was coming daily to bathe the statue. And when he arrived and saw that there was a piece of meat there and that someone had come in, he was so angry, this Brahmin priest, so mad. And he cleaned up, he got rid of the meat, he cleaned up the statue. He couldn't believe someone had come and done such a horrible thing. And every day the boy came back and left another piece of meat. And every day the Brahmin priest came back and was furious. Exhale fully, inhale deeply. Exhale, move your thumb to your ring finger. Exhale, exhale, and then start breath of fire here. So Angela, we're just holding each finger and doing breath of fire. So we're on the ring finger right now, but why don't you start on the pointer finger? Just do breath of fire for maybe 10 seconds, move it to the middle finger, and then you could meet us on the ring finger. Breath of fire holding the ring finger. And so Lord Shiva came to the Brahmin priest in his dream and said, "Don't worry, I have a very, very powerful devotee who has been taking care of me and bringing me that meat, and he knows no better. Do not be angry at him. This is all he knows. He's bringing me from his heart what is the most important thing to him, and he's giving that to me." Exhale, inhale. Exhale fully. Your thumb goes to your pinky, and then begin breath of fire here. And Lord Shiva said to the priest, "Tomorrow, after you have finished your blessings, then stay hidden and watch, because this young boy, he is the greatest devotee, my greatest devotee. Watch what happens." And so the next day he stayed hidden. And as the young boy was there, the young boy could see that at the eye of the Shiva Lingam, there was bleeding coming out. Something was happening. And the young boy said, "Lord Shiva, what's the matter? What happened?" Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. And then exhale and feel. So the story goes on where that the boy, kind of gruesome, but took out his eye and placed it on Lord Shiva. And the other eye of Lord Shiva started to bleed, and so he took out his other eye and placed it there. I know, I'm sorry. It's a lot to handle. But there's a beautiful ending to the story, because then Lord Shiva appears. He gets back the eye. The eyes are given back, don't worry. The idea is how devoted we are. What can we give of ourselves? We think we're not enough or we don't have enough. We have everything. We have everything. Come into child's pose. Can we stay in our faith during this last couple of weeks of 2020? Can we even elevate our faith? Shraddha. The world is taking care of itself. It's righting itself. It's bringing itself back to its balance point. Okay, if you can sit on your heels, go ahead and do that. If you cannot, then come back to that cross-legged. You're going to put your left hand on your knee, just palm down, left hand on your knee. Your right hand, you're going to turn it in and just stretch it straight up. And here's where we're going to do our very traditional Sat Nam. So your left hand is on your left knee. Your right hand is reaching up to the sky, reaching for infinity. And we're going to go Sat Nam, Sat Na. Sit. 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 Nam sit, 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 nam sit. Keep going, just another minute or so. Really feeling that connection, sky and earth energy, etheric and earth energy, as we stand in both with great equanimity, great peace. We learn that Lord Krishna in the Gita, instead of being some kind of a god, which is the man in the sky, or some kind of a human form, it really is just the energy of peace. The energy of truth. Good. Inhale, reach high, reach low. Simultaneously push down, reach up. Hold the breath, draw the navel and squeeze the spine. And exhale, release, release, release. Come to lie down on your back and rest for a moment. Merging with the infinite and staying embodied. There's just something very sweet about the story, minus the eyes being popped out and the pig being killed for pork and all that kind of stuff. But something so sweet about offering what you're capable of offering, having faith that you're capable of having. Whatever we do with full devotion, whatever we offer, right? That's what, if you remember what is written on the walls of Naturally Yoga, a leaf, a flower, drop of water, when you offer it with devotion, is received by the universal energy of peace. It brings you back to that place of equanimity, a balanced state. Just another minute here, fully relax, fully relax. And begin to deepen your breath. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll up and down on the spine. Roll up and down. Beautiful. And come on up. Cross-legged position and just twist to your right. Let the spine just twist. Twist to the right and stay. And twist to the left. Come back to center. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Reach for your big toes. And inhale, look up, exhale, bow. Inhale, look up, exhale, bow. If you can't touch your toes, just reach towards your toes. Inhale, exhale, and again, find a rhythm of bowing. I bow, I offer. And in this, it can be slow, it can be swift. Bring to it what is yours today. Bring to it who you are today, what your sense of devotion looks like today, not yesterday, not tomorrow. Your nervous system, your kidneys, your liver, everything is getting so nourished right now, just by these simple actions. It's part of retaining our peace, right? Is to keep the nervous system relaxed. It's very hard if you are in high stress, high worry mode to stay at peace. Good. And then come on up and just feel. And then take your legs wide like the letter V. And then inhale, center. Exhale, bow over your right leg. Inhale, center, bow over your left leg. And again, think of it as the bowing and the faith and the surrender. Not so much we're doing an exercise. Let your mind wrap around devotion. Really sweet, everybody. It's really nice to let your mind become intoxicated with your breath, not so much your thoughts, with your breath. I bow, I bow. Some scars that we have, those latent impressions that are within us. It's time to heal some of that ancestral line of samskaras. It's part of what I think is coming up for us also, is how to heal lineage so that we don't bring forth into the next generation. I want you to continue this just for another minute, but add the center. So it's right, center, and left, and center, and right. Yeah, add. Beautiful. Just one more minute. Good. Inhale. Feel, feel, feel. And exhale, come back to your cross-legged position. Okay, bring your hands together at your heart. And you're going to chop, chop, chop. Good. Close your eyes. Find again your rhythm and chop. This is called absorption in the crystal being. Your eyes are closed. I'm sorry, interlock your thumbs. I should have said that. Right thumb on top of left. And then chop, chop, chop. Find your breath here. Let your breath move. Every time you come back to that prayer, inhale, exhale. Every time you point it down, it's almost like breath of fire, but not exactly. Keep going. Drop into the rhythm. Become even more quiet inside yourself. As quiet as you can become. Absolutely creates great heat. Perfect for today. Try not to go off on how much longer. Try to really let yourself go into this. It's as if your prayer hands are bowing. Absorption into the crystal being that we are. Like you're chopping. Like you're chopping. Almost there. Almost there. Keep going. Good. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Exhale, release your hands and just feel. Be quiet and just feel. These next couple of exercises are going to keep your arms stretched out to the side. So bring your arms out to letter T, palms face up. Bring your attention to your navel center and begin breath of fire. Be strong here. Be very, very strong. When you feel like your arms can't hold you, let your heart get a little taller. When you feel like you're not enough, grow from the inside. Never compare what someone else does to what you do. I always thought it was funny when I was in India, and we think of how all the times that we do our practices of, you know, doing any kind of devotion, if we're doing kind of the same thing of giving an offering to a statue or any kind of prayer, you think it has to be done with everybody's quiet in the house. Go ahead, have your mouth, go into an O shape and go. Keep pumping the navel center, keep the arms out. And when I was in India, it's funny because the priests, they're like looking at their phones during the ceremony. They're answering the phone during the ceremony. It's like, excuse me, because we have a way that things should be done, right? No, no. Keep your arms out. Go back to pumping your navel center, mouth closed, breath of fire. Good. Keep your arms out. Now come to long, slow, deep breathing. And as you inhale, hold the breath and find that hidden temple inside of you, just like the boy found. Exhale, inhale, hold the breath. Look for that which you have not yet seen. Hold the breath and exhale. Do that a couple of times. Inhale and allow yourself to see the places that you've limited yourself. Exhale, inhale, find the places that you've contracted and forgotten to expand. Exhale, and then deeply inhale, hold the breath and visualize yourself like a clear, perfect crystal. Hold it, exhale, inhale, see yourself completely translucent, sparkling. And exhale and inhale, hold all the places that are dark and light, hold them in perfect balance. Exhale, release the hands down and let your right palm come on top of your left, let your thumbs come to touch. And then we're going to do long inhale, and we'll do long sat nam. So inhale. Sat Nam. 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 Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And just feel. And then once again, lie down on your back. Shavasana. Cover yourself up. Make sure you're warm. Deeply rest here. No doing, undoing. Find a way to retain your peace. Notice when something seems to irritate you or grab at your peace. Take a look at the root of it. What is it shaking up inside of you? Is this something you wish to lose your peace over? Remember that the planets, they're doing their best to help us to elevate. Same story of the Mother Ganga, right? She will take care of herself, all the pollution. She will right any wrong. So will the universe. You just continue to hold your space of peace. There's moments that I remind myself to go into the Shavasana of my mind. And if I'm losing it, go into Shavasana. Even if I'm standing. Take Shavasana, Sheryl. Do Shavasana right now. Let it go. One more meditation to do together today. Very sweet meditation. So lying on the floor, hug your knees into your chest. You can do a spinal twist left and right. And then come on up to sit. So you slide your fingers together so that your fingers are inward. Right? So I'm just bringing my hands together so my fingers are inside. Then I'm going to bring my thumbs straight up and I'm going to take the elbows out to the side. Should I do it again or you got it? And the mantra here is Ankar. And it's going to be quick. It's going to be on one breath. We'll do breathe in. Ankar, 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 Ankar. You're going to do it at your own pace. You're going to gaze down at the tip of your nose. Ongkar, Ongkaar, Ongkar, 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 Ongkar. Ongkar, 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 Ongkar. Ongkar, 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 Ongkar. Your own pace, find it. Onkar, 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 onkar. 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 Keep going. Almost there, balancing our Saturn and our Jupiter. Begin to pull those fingers apart slightly as you continue. Keep the thumbs pointing up. Be the vibration. So powerful. How can we connect? Inhale deeply. Hold, draw the navel in, squeeze the spine, pull the hands energetically apart from each other, and release and meditate here, please. In the blessings of each day, the knowledge that we come together and do this together, no matter how small or how great our offering is, it matters. No matter how high or low, doesn't matter. What matters is that we have this incredible desire to know the truth, which is divine love. Just bring your hands together at your heart center. We'll call it a long Sat Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Slide your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Release. Thank you so, so, so much, everybody. Really beautiful work. I hope that was okay, Margie. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're
Good to see you
welcome.
guys.
Good to see you too.
Thanks, Sheryl.
You're
Peace.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Love, love, love.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks for the delicious food. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're so welcome.
You are a little sprite. I did not know you were.
It was so much fun. I gotta tell. I mean, we were like Thelma and Louise. You know, we were like, so I don't know. We were just laughing. We're like, go, 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 go. You know.
Like you were doing. Well, I don't know if your kids did ghosting at Halloween, but that's how they basically make bags of candy, and then you drive to the house and they drop it off and like knock on the door and run and try to drive away before the person answers the door.
Oh, how cute is that? That's exactly what we were doing.
That's what you were doing.
That's
Yeah.
what we were doing. And you know, we kept laughing with I kept laughing with Eileen because, you know, we kept acting like I was really mean. Like, come on, Eileen, what are you doing? Like, and Eileen was gonna like let you guys all know that I'm so much meaner than, you know, you guys think I am. Like, I'm like, God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go! Don't even stop the car. You know. Yeah, we had a blast. It was so much fun. I'm so glad. I mean, I would have loved to hang out and chat with each of you, but the biggest thing was the snow was coming too, and we were like, let's just go. So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
I love you.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye, sweetie.